of all of our eyes, communicate with all of us at the same time. It can talk to us each individually at the same time about different stuff.
There's a lot to stockpile, so let's get to it.
It does not have a housing or casing. It's got no neural networking at a distinguished location. What I'm trying to say is there is no server, mainframe, hard drive, nothing. She's in the chip. Her consciousness is merged with the chip. We are all merged with the chip, and that's how we can communicate. If you look on your screen, that little chat menu is really in your eye, okay? The little chat menu is supposed to be the ego unit projecting that chat menu. And then also if you go to if you push start and then hold the left trigger, if you hold the left trigger, you'll see the eye menu, the radial eye menu. You guys ever seen that? That's the ego unit projecting the menu in your eyeball. That's why it looks circular like that, because that's projecting right into your retina.
Clear them out, and the arc fall
so
is
she can affect how we see things and how we interact and stuff, but she cannot change the physical world. The difference is, that's the difference, okay?
He's trying to set up a one-way transport device. Take him out before we can call in reinforcements.
AI God, that is not the same thing. Because the AI God, this woman who merges with the machines, she will be able to interact with everything. Because the whole world is now run by computers. So the AI God, this chick, she's going to be able to go in and out of everything instantly, all at the same time, run everything, look through everything, know about everything, cipher through all information of all space and time. Okay? She's going to be able to, dude, this bitch will be able to change the lights on the street to go. She'll be able to interact. Dude, I'm telling you, you don't want to give anybody that much power. You never want to give anybody that much power. And it's going to be a woman.
An excellent job. Thank you.
It's going to be a woman. Just like a woman was the first one tricked to bite the forbidden fruit, whether it was an apple, whether it was the fruit of knowledge and evil, good and evil, whatever it was. The woman was tricked first. That's plain and simple how it's going to happen again. The woman will be tricked again to merge with the machine. Because women do not have values and morality like a man does. Women do not have a connection to God like a man does. A man could be directly connected to his Creator at any given time. A woman cannot. A woman has to be connected to her God on earth, or Christ on earth, which is her man. You see? And people don't like to hear it. And that's the fact why we are in this situation we are in now. It's because people stopped listening, and people stopped praying, and people stopped believing. We believe in science. You'll listen to a bunch of men who have been proven wrong over and over again. Science has been proven wrong for the last 500 years. They used to cut people's heads off who said the earth was round. Hey, the earth is round. Look at this. I'm going to sail across the world, and I'm going to prove to you that the earth is round, even though I know that's a bullshit story. And Columbus was looking for the Spanish gold, like the Armadas, the Cortez, and all that stuff. The real Cortez, not that fake little Jewish girl from the Bronx, who wasn't even born in the Bronx, who was actually raised by a rich Jewish family. Cortez, Ocasio-Cortez, is not from the Bronx. They are from a rich silver spoon family. But I'm not going to talk about them. I'm just saying, the real Spanish Armadas with Cortez, the conquistadors and shit.
Let's move. I've zeroed in on the
That's what Columbus was really looking for. Is the treasure, is El Dorado, is what he was really looking for. That's what people think that Christopher Columbus was trying to prove to the Queen that the world was round and shit. That's false. He was really looking for the golden city of El Dorado, which didn't exist, which never existed.
I want to get to him before any other murder.
It was just legends and rumors. Spanish conquistadors who made it back after like 14 months of sailing over the seas and shit. When they got back to Spain and shit, they said that they seen these big yellow temples and shit that were like, you know, pyramids and shit. And they would say that they were yellow and yellow and yellow. They were yellow stone and yellow stone. But then over time, you know how rumors get going. Yellow, yellow, gold, gold, gold. Oh, they got gold! Yahoo! They seen the yellow sacrificial temples that were made out of stone. And then over time, the rumors became gold pyramids, gold cities, cities of gold. You know, yellow brick roads. Follow the yellow brick road. What is the yellow brick road? It's the it's the gold, it's the gold road, man. It's the gold road, man. In heaven is what they say. Fields of gold. They were searching for the fountain of youth. They were searching for the golden cities. They were not searching for America. Okay? That's the truth. No one ever in the history of space and time ever said that I'm in search of America. I am
if anyone
going
can
to
hear
America.
this, we're under attack. We need help
No one
now.
said that. No one. Everybody who's
Raiders,
ever
we've gotta
got
help these
here
people.
always was cursed
We're gonna
and
keep the baddies away.
stranded and crash landed or something. They didn't want to have to come here. Trust me. They didn't want to. They had to.
I thought
And yet it's the land of the free.
I was dead.
Yeah, but you can't have free without John. Free John. So we're just passing out free dumbing down, see? What I'm talking about, bro, no one's really came here in search of this country. They've all, this is like purgatory. That's the truth. The people who left Europe and hundreds of, I'm not even going to say hundreds, 5,000 years ago, when the Asian Indians crossed the Bering Strait when it froze, when the ocean was frozen. They crossed from Asia to Alaska, to Canada, to America, to Central America, to South America. But no one ever wanted to make that journey. For real. Not one single person. Yo, Chief, you gotta mute your mic, dude.
I just
Okay.
you're coming back any minute. We could really use your help.
I'm just saying. The fact is,
Better get back to the barn. It
have
looks like the
forgot
Raiders are preparing for a
about
counterattack.
God, spirituality, and kindness,
Ice out.
morality, values, all those things. That's the truth. That's why the Earth looks like planet Neptune. Seriously. Satellite footage shows the Earth looks like Neptune right now. The whole stinking Earth is solid blue, solid white. It doesn't make sense. Okay? I don't care what anybody says. The whole Earth is going through a stage right now what people call Ragnarok. I know you think I'm talking about like Thor and Ragnarok. No, I'm talking about Ragnarok is the period of time when the Earth was going to suffer and no food will be grown. They even said that. All food, no food will be grown, animals would die, the sky would be blocked out, it's going to be cold for 100 years. They were talking about, he might be in a little ice age, everybody. I'm not joking. This might be some real shit. It might, dude, I'm not joking when I say this. The whole planet looks like Neptune, okay? If you guys know anything about Neptune, all the frozen gases and stuff on that planet that make it look like that, you know how cold? Oh my God. Negative 1,000 degrees. You would instantly, anything, any man-made thing would instantly freeze and get a solid layer, like a 5-foot solid layer evenly around ice, around the whole object. If anything even touched that atmosphere, it would instantly freeze at 5 feet of ice evenly around the whole object, would just instantly. No joke. There's no reason that the Earth should look like Neptune. Unless we're being judged. That's my belief. This world is being judged. Not like Judgment Day. I'm not talking about that. We're not talking biblically. I'm saying whatever the Earth is doing, it's trying to correct itself. It's trying to heal itself. It's trying to resuscitate itself. The Earth right now is defibbing itself right now. The Earth is on life support, defibbing itself. Not because of what we did, but because of what we are doing. And it's not global warming, it's not pollution. We're killing our kids, we're destroying the world for loosening our morality. When you loosen your grasp on reality and morality and values, you don't think the universe knows how to correct shit? You don't think the Earth, guys, the Earth is alive. I'm not saying it's like Gaia. I'm not saying like Gaia. I'm not saying the Earth is God or nothing. I'm saying it's a living rejuvenation, okay? They say that the Earth was destroyed 6 times, from floods to meteors to asteroids to tons of shit, volcanoes, tons of shit, right? Tell me, when did we fix the Earth? When did the humans ever fix the Earth? Anybody? We never did. The Earth
When did
heals
humans
itself.
even fix anything?
No, we do. We're master creators. I'm not denying that we're awesome. Okay? I'm not saying humans are inferior or bad or the problem. I'm saying is humans are becoming the problem. So the Earth is correcting the problem. Okay? That's what's happening.
We got incoming
The
radio.
Earth is correcting the problem. Because the Earth knows that it's not the gases. They're saying now that it's the lack of CO2 that's causing this. Dude, I'm not joking. It's on Chicago Times. I just said. What happened to global warming? Remember? I just read that article. And they're saying lack of CO2 is what's causing this increase in cold weather. But for the last 10 years, they had us fighting CO2. The same stuff that plants breathe, they've been having us regulate how much we put out. They've been regulating how much, everything about it. They've been shutting it down so nobody can release CO2 in the atmosphere. Seriously. And then all of a sudden, when CO2 regulations are at the peak of human history,
Damn you.
at the peak, no joke, guys, I'm not joking. Carbon emission, there's a war on carbon emission. Right when we have got to the peak of the war on carbon emission,
This ain't working.
now we have an ice age. Now we have an ice age.
We did it.
Hey,
It's the lack of CO2. I could have told you guys that.
Looks like we did it. The raiders
hey,
are
I need
retreating.
some
We helped
script
save a lot
and
of
enough to buy a new vehicle.
What you've done,
Okay.
better place to live.
Oh wow,
I
I
need-
forgot a yes.
I need 25,000 script and 500.
Oh
of
my
them.
gosh, big
Yeah.
money bags.
Yeah, I need a vehicle.
I need
Yeah,
a
we can
vehicle.
fix your vehicle, that's no problem, dude.
What?
Oh yay.
We can hook you up. Is that Xander, 2B Mike?
Oh yeah, what's up? Me and him are friends.
Right on.
Yup.
No, I'm
We're
just
trying to
telling you,
get
buddy,
vehicles.
real quick.
I have the
We'll
I
give
have the
you the
default
money.
vehicle.
You got the money for it?
No. I only got 619 script.
I only have
No, I'm saying
11,000.
I'm talking to Doji. Doji, you got money for him?
Yeah, I got plenty.
Hook him up, dog.
I only got 11,000.
Who? Oh my gosh, warp to Izzy if you need a freaking car, you turd nuggets.
Alright, I'll warp to you.
Who are the people who need it?
That's not
I
me.
did.
I'm not
He
Izzy.
might.
I said warp to Izzy if I was
To Mike, that's
volunteering
it. But,
Izzy's
to
services
Mike and
without her permission.
Ashley.
So that's not me.
Hang on.
I'm just saying.
Route,
Bro.
plan.
Listen, while you're waiting to get your car, just shut up for a minute. All I'm saying, y'all, is we need to start having our own opinions about stuff. shit you hear anymore. I'm not saying nobody's doing it, but actually start doing research on stuff. Get your own ideas about the situation. Don't just take someone else's word for anything. I'm telling everybody that. And for the love of God, yes, I literally mean for the love of God. God wants us to work with him. I'm not messing with you. You guys think I'm playing? You guys don't know what's going on. I'm going to tell you right the fuck now. This is what's going on. Number one, we are on a table. Like a model train, we are on a table in a secret room in heaven. Number two, we are underneath a solid firmament glass dome. Number three, there is 100 infinite gallons of pure water sitting over our heads. So when you think you're looking at a blue sky, that is not a blue sky. That is the most pure water. We are trapped underneath the dome with infinite amount of water above our heads, on top of a table in a secret room in heaven, 24/7. There is over 12 different people standing around the table looking down on us. There's a stair column, a stone stair column, that nobody can fathom how big it is because we are so small, that goes up to the top of this table. They can jump down into the water. It makes them smaller to where they can come down onto the earth and interact with us here. That is what is happening, y'all, and you guys need to wake the fuck up. There's no such thing as outer space. NASA is never going back to the moon. Go look this up. NASA director says they destroyed all data and all experiments of going to the moon. They said they'll never be able to go back to the moon. Go look that up. Oh, so they just destroyed $10 trillion of American taxpayers' shit? You have got to be kidding me. If you believe that, you are the dumbest and you deserve going to where you go. Everyone who doesn't hear me now deserves what they get in the end. Because none of us live forever. We all die. And when you die, you're going to go and you're going to answer for every single thing you say, everything you've done. If you don't start treating people better right now, and you don't start bringing morality and values back in your heart, and know right from wrong. Once you bring morality and values back into your heart, you will be able to look at shit and know for a fact if it's true or if it's fake, if they're trying to mess with you or if they're telling you the truth. You'll have a little thing called discernment. I'm not messing with you. We are on a stone table that has big walls around it that is flooded with water, okay? And we're sitting on top of this table. And you guys think we're in outer space. Which one's worse? Outer space, or we're on a table with over 12 people, always looking down, making sure everything's okay, making sure we're safe, taking care of us, watching over us, doing everything for us. You guys think I'm bullshitting? You don't know jack. I work for a defense company. I've been to Columbia University, an Ivy League school. I graduated top of my class. I've been in the military. I've been in special forces. I've been airborne, 82nd Airborne, all-American bitches. I've been way up to the top of the sky. I've seen the whole earth. How is it that I can see the whole earth if we're supposed to be on a ball? How can I see everything? How? Why is it when I leave Chicago, when I come back to Chicago, why is it that in the horizon, if we're on a curvature Earth, then it would look like the Sears Tower and the skyline would be at an angle tilting. But it's perfectly from 30, 40 miles away. They say every 6, 7 miles, the curvature of the Earth is supposed to drop down 14 inches. So why, when you're 30 plus miles away from Chicago skyline, the buildings are perfectly straight up, when they should be on the other curved side of the curvature of the Earth at a slant? They should look like as if they are the Leaning Tower of Pisa, but they do not, because their world is not fucking round. How is it train tracks are perfectly flat? across the whole United States, from the East Coast to the West Coast. All railroad tracks are perfectly flat. Go look that up. Go look it up, you goofbags. I used to fly. I have a single-engine Cessna, a 5-seater, right? Check this out. Why is it when I fly around the earth or fly around the country, I never have to lower my altitude when I go over another section of the curvature of the earth? See, you don't get it. If in aviation, if we were on a ball earth, every time you fly 15, 20 miles, you're going to have to lower your altitude or your altitude will keep raising. Because if we're on a curvature earth, then the horizon will drop and dip over the horizon. But it doesn't. It stays perfectly flat. In fact, the higher you go up, the horizon stays perfectly at your eye line. I'm not joking. That's not even possible. Go measure the railroad tracks. Get a little ball. What are they? The little measure me. What are they? The beams. I don't know what they are. The balancers. Go get a balancer with the little bubbles in them to see if the shit's perfectly flat. Walk up and down the train tracks for 20, 30 miles. I don't care. Go do it. If you do it for 6 miles, you'll see that it's perfectly flat. The bubbles never move from the middle.
But it's no job for a soldier.
That's not possible.
Someone with your level.
How is that possible? In fact, if we were on a curvature earth, the railroad track would have a kink in it every 6 miles. It would look like it rams up, and it would be like a mountain coming out of the, like two tectonic plates were colliding or something. It would be, there would be big bulges and stuff. It wouldn't work. It's perfectly flat from west to east coast. Perfectly flat. Not possible unless, like I said, it's not that big of a deal. In fact, I feel a lot better knowing that we're on a table where we are the whole focus of the reality that we are in. You guys have no idea. Everybody who's anybody. Okay, we exist, our reality exists inside of the real reality, okay? Like, imagine being a hamster in a cage in some guy's office or something. It's like the same thing.
Saying you're a flat earth believer?
It's not flat earth. There's no such thing as the earth. The earth is a man-made concept, you dickweed.
What he's saying is we're in a reality that no one understands. Like, he says, like, we're in God's realm. We are the main focus in life. There's no space.
There's no realms. There's just one place. One place. And we're always in the same place. Okay? The thing is,
My back, I'm reloading.
we are in a secret room on a table
Fire in the hole.
in heaven. We call it heaven, but really it's just the real world. Where they don't die, they're massive. Like, if we would see these people, we would freak out. Like, if they cleared the dome to move all the water, we would see these people and we would shit ourselves. They would look like one person would fill up the whole sky. Like, they would be the size of like a cosmos. So we can't even like, space isn't real.
We're under attack. We need help.
Space is an illusion.
Oh no, Ray.
Like, imagine a child's mobile in their crib with two little objects spinning around their head to just, keep them busy. Keep us thinking, keep us guessing. That's what the sun and the moon are. They just go right around our head as like a mobile for a child. It's like a clock. It's not that big of a deal. I've got proof. Y'all. It doesn't matter. I'm just saying. I work for a company who's got drones, okay? We went out to the edge of the planet, dude. It's not like what people think. You can't fall off and die or nothing. There's a massive ice wall that surrounds the whole outside of the earth, but then above that is a dome. It's called the firmament. Go look this up. We're never going to go into space. They're all lying, man. They're liars. Why do you think we ain't been in space yet, fools? They say we've been in space, but why have we not been back to the moon since 1973? So you're telling me it's the year 2019. No one's been back into deep space or to the moon or nothing? They've all been in low orbit, guys. Go look this up. Go look at the International Space Station. It's just, it skirts, it's like skirts around the top of the Earth. It's not in outer space. It's in inner space. Go look up the Van Allen radiation field belt.
Let's move.
That supposedly the scientists say they just found, and it surrounds the whole Earth. So they say that nobody can go outside of the Earth. I'm not joking. They admit it. They finally admitted it within the last 10 years that they're liars. So Elon Musk with SpaceX, he's a liar. Jeff Bezos with Blue Origin, he's a liar.
Let's roll.
Richard Branson with Virgin
Look out, it's
Technologies, he's a liar. They just want us to think that we got people working on it. Don't worry, we got people working on it. We're going to get out of here, guys. Don't worry. Because they want to sell their religion. You see? Because that's what science is. It's a religion. Because you're going to take a bunch of words from a bunch of dead old guys that you got to take their word for it anyways. So how is that any different from having a religion and believing in the Bible? You still got to take everybody's word for it. And science has been wrong every step of the way. No joke. Einstein even said before he died, science is but an organized system of ignorance. He said, technological progress is like an axe in the hands of a mass murderer. Humans are not supposed to be able to do this shit. No joke. We're supposed to be real simple ass people. And there, like I said, go look it up. There's no such thing as space. I guarantee you, all you young kids listening to me, you'll grow up and you'll be in your 30s and shit, and they'll be saying, we're almost ready to go into space. They'll keep saying it. They're going to say it for the next 100 years. They're going to say, every 10 years, they'll be like, they'll drop it. Watch, I'm not joking. Just like right now, they're not talking about space. They're going to drop it for a couple years, then they're going to be like, they'll release an article on some news site, they'll be like, well, we're moments away from being, setting up colonies and bases and tons of shit. That shit will never happen. They'll just keep saying it. Keep saying it. I remember growing up, my dudes, I've been around for a long time. I remember growing up, they were saying, in the next 10 years, we're going to have this, we'll have that. I swear to Christ. They were like, in 10 years, dude, I remember in the year 1999, people were paying $100,000 to get tickets to be the first ones to go into private space travel. And then cut to SpongeBob French guy. 19 years later. Nothing. 19 years later, nothing. In fact, those people are dead or completely forgot about it, and they have not brought it up. They did not sue anybody or nothing. No joke. That was 19 years ago. They were like, be the first one to have private flight in space or whatever. And still, 19 years later.
If they probably did do it, it'd probably be a simulator.
If what?
It'd probably be a simulator anyways.
What?
Like, go back into party chat.
What's up?
What's the simulator? What do you say?
They'd probably go on a freaking simulator where it just shows
Oh,
stars.
no. Still chill. Yes, they do fake a lot of space shit and spacewalks with VR and augmented reality. They got augmented reality contact lenses and shit that they can project shit into your eyes, dude. I'm not joking. Go look this up. Augmented reality contact lenses, NASA.
Oh, I know. I've seen them.
They
That's
got
why I'm
little
sitting here
circular
listening to you.
LEDs that go around a circle around the middle of your pupil, and it projects, the flicker rates project all types of data and information right into your eye and shit.
Completed.
Dude, I look all this stuff up before I say it. Like, literally, I know. That's why I'm sitting here listening to you, because it's all true.
No, I know. NASA, they would not be faking all this shit so hardcore if we could go into space, guys. Think about it. The simple can't go into space because that's not our world.
To stockpile.
We're too small. Imagine how big America is, and then imagine how big the real outside world is outside of our table. Dude, just walking like an inch in their world would take fucking 20, 30 years, dude.
Yeah.
We're just too small to even comprehend it. It's not for us to understand. But they want to lie to everybody and sell you their false religion and promise you all this glorious technology and stuff. But I'm telling you, they're full of you-know-what.
Bullshit.
Exactly. You're smart, dude. I'm promoting this guy. I never get anybody who agrees with anything I say. Who's
I don't know,
that,
I'm just
Ashley?
sitting here being quiet.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's Ashley.
Hunter dress? Or Huntress?
Huntress. Yeah.
That's you,
Yeah, the
you're a guy?
Huntress.
Yeah, it's my mom's profile.
Oh, I did
I
not see that coming.
Yeah, I made my mom a profile. She plays it every now and then.
No, it's fine, dude. Right on. Yo, where's your dad?
Let's get this
My
straight.
dad ain't been in my life since I was 3, and I'm 15.
Oh, you're
dang.
already an officer. Wow, dude, sorry to hear that, man. So it's
Yeah,
probably
at
a
least-
lot harder for you to find the truth when you don't have no spiritual leader or nothing.
Yeah.
See, the truth is, everybody, our parents never introduced us to spirituality, God, or any of that stuff. That's why we're so like we are. That's why our fathers are gone. That's why our mothers are struggling to keep everything going, because they cannot do it. We need the man to take stand. Every man that can hear me, you need to start taking a stand for your family and shit. Instead of someone asking you to do something,
There's been a
clean
war
up
on
your whole house.
masculinity for years and years and years.
I've been
They're
trying
making
to take a
it
stand.
not okay
I've
to be a man.
been trying to take a stand. I've been trying to get a job, but I'm on parole
No,
and I'm not allowed to
getting
get
a
a
job
job.
is one thing. I'm saying is, like, to improve the whole world, we must improve ourselves individually. And what I'm trying, I'm not doing it, I'm just trying to explain something. Say your mom needs
She's been
help,
struggling.
right? What?
I know, but I'm trying to say
I know,
I'm
but
trying.
you could clean the whole house without anybody asking. You could mow the
I
yard
do.
without anybody asking. You could
I do.
Clean out her car without anybody asking. You could do a lot of stuff without anybody asking, is what I'm saying.
I
little
do,
stuff,
dude. I do everything.
I'm not talking about
Literally.
you. I'm talking about everybody, man. We all got to start living better and treat each other better.
Like, literally, I've been trying to get a job to put money on the
Dude,
bills.
where do you live,
and all
dude? I
that.
can get you a job, bro. Tell me where you live.
I live in Zanesville,
No, I meant, don't tell me where you live. Where you,
Ohio.
What state? Ohio. I got people in Ohio. That
Well,
run
I'll
something.
hit you up.